Hi everyone, it's Shannon, aka QB Crossing. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we are back with another Dream Island tour, and this one just may be the most cluttered island that I have ever toured. It's definitely going to be a little tricky to get around, but the island is so amazing. It is just one of the most detailed and beautiful cities I've ever seen, with a mix of some natural areas. So I think you guys are really going to enjoy it, and let's just get right into it. Okay, so first things first, we're going to check out the island map. Let's see what's going on here on the island of Saturdays. So we do have 2 resident reps on this island, and then lots of cute villagers all throughout here. As always, the Dream address is on the screen and will be in the description if you want to grab it there instead. But this map is just absolutely stunning. I am really blown away by the amount of terraforming on this island, which to me, I don't feel like I see that a lot with more city types of islands. So it's just really amazing already to see this terraforming coming through on the map. I can't wait to actually just like view the island and walk around. So let's just actually start from the entrance here. So right off the bat at this entrance, we are completely immersed in this city. I'm going to open up my camera because this is just so detailed. It feels very realistic with all of the different item combinations that they're using. It is just really hard for me to wrap my head around where to even start with something like this. I think structured islands are really tricky for me to begin with. So something with this much detail and this much clutter is just really so amazing to me. It feels like they are just a genius for even creating an island like this. And I just want to note all of these really cute realistic items on the floor, like the papers as well as some of these bottles on the floor and the dropped items. I know that they said they were inspired by Trash Court a little bit, so we are going to see some of those elements coming through out here as well. So many details up on all of these rooftops, really feels like this industrial city, and I love that they're just so creative with like the scaffolding items and all of the items just pretty much throughout this island in general. I also will be touring with the camera kind of panned up a little bit so we can get more details on these higher levels. It's really hard to really get a good view of everything if you keep your camera down this way through the island. So we will be kind of touring this way and then opening up the camera whenever we want to get some really good views or different angles throughout here. So this is resident services right over here. The creator has made it very hard to like get around in a way that they like pretty much didn't intend you to get around in. So we will be like following what the creator is kind of pushing us towards, and I think it will actually make it easier to get around a very detailed island like this. And I just want to note that they created a lot of these custom codes themselves, so you can download these if you come visit the island. I'll also have their creator code in the description as always. If you do have a city core island like this one, there may be some that you want to grab for yourself. As we come to the left of the resident services over here, I love that little bear on the truck. I don't know if that's like part of the in-game truck design, one of the customizations, or if that's a custom code, but it's so cute. I love him with the little package. And then over here, lots of detail. We even have some graffiti with the island name on there, which is so just cute and custom. I really love when creators actually make their own custom codes as well, because it just feels even more unique to them. If we come up this incline over here, I do like that we have the blue iron incline because it gives us a little bit of color on this side of the island, which is very brown and rusty and industrial. So it just gives us that little pop of color there. And then we can actually come through this way also, but I'm going to continue to the left. So we have Able Sisters over here, tons of scaffolding and construction type of items throughout. And then you can come up this way and we have a actual neighborhood area, some vending machines. Again, just all of the detail throughout these little city areas is just so amazing to see. Again, we like can't get through this area here, which just makes it clear that this area is not supposed to be accessible. So we're going to continue back around this way and follow the path that was intended by the creator. So coming through over here, we have a little laundry area for this villager on the island, and that's just super cute. All of these utility poles work really well just throughout a city island like this. So I'm sure if you guys are doing city islands, you have those all throughout your island already, but if you don't, always a great addition to add. Little photo booth over here and an ATM, as well as these kind of facing inclines. I guess they're not facing, but like opposite inclines here, which look so cute. I really like the blue and the red, just brings in again that pop of color throughout here. And then if we're gonna kind of walk up this way a bit more, we're getting it to see a little bit more of this dirt pathing, maybe getting towards more of a natural area or more rundown area of this city. And we have a villager house over here as well with some great codes throughout, little alleyways to walk through, so much detail on all of these rooftops also. I cannot imagine how long this island took to make. Like, it is just filled to the brim. Like I said, maybe the most cluttered island that I have ever toured, and as you guys know, I have toured a lot of islands, so this is really a first for me. If we come over this way, we have this like little junkyard feel over here with some of the cars and the sheds. And then also we have a truck on the beach. And of course, these beaches are decorated to the brim. We have a resident rep house over here with this cool little shed over to the side. And then lots of wheat fields. I have been getting this little bit of this like country western vibe in some of their more natural areas. And I think it works really well with the cacti that they're using and some of just the items that they're choosing to use here, like these barrels, and lots of trash on this beach to go with that more trash core side of the island as well. Let's kind of wrap back around and behind the house over here. We're going to get back onto the main section of the island and see what else is going on. I think there's going to be some more natural areas as well that I'm excited to see. So we're going to loop back around through this way. And I just want to note that that was the peninsula over there. I don't think that it's accessible. It's just kind of built up to be an extension of the city, but that looks really good. And I just want to note how much detail is on every single square of this island, and it really pays off because any way that you open your camera, it just feels so immersive and so real. Let's see, we're going to continue back through this way and go up this incline again. If we come down here, excuse me, I always feel bad moving the villagers, but they always end up getting in my way on island tours. So, okay, I love that we have some waterscaping coming through here. It's such a nice break to the more city sections of the island. I also love that there's a bridge that still hasn't been built because it goes with this whole construction vibe that we're getting in those city areas as well. So it just feels really spot on for this island. And then it looks like this is a more natural area of the island as well, because we're seeing this dirt pathing. It still has a lot of those city vibes and city buildings, a lot of the industrial feel throughout here. But as we go back, we're seeing more of these storefront items and I think more of this Western vibe throughout. So if we come back here, also this little tractor is super cute. We come back here and just move the resident rep a little bit. I always, like I said, feel bad moving them around, but we gotta get around here. There is this amazing code in the back. This is just one of my favorite codes. I think the first time I saw it was from this creator, but this water code is amazing, and I love the way that the dirt like works so well with this water code. It looks so realistic. It feels like it's really just breaking through that dirt or rock. Has a bit of a desert feel as well. Just such a good code. And again, this like really just breaks up the island so nicely since we have so many of these city areas. Seeing something like this just is like a nice break from that section of the island, and it just contrasts it really well. We have some more tractors and some more farming elements over here. Again, the amount of work and detail the curation that has gone into picking all the items for the each of these areas is just so amazing and inspiring. I think if we come back up this way, can we get around over here? Cool. So we're gonna come through here. Again, I'm panning that camera up to the top so that we can see all of the detail on all of these roofs as well. And then look at this. This is such a great design over here. It's kind of this, I would say, maybe another junkyard area or a gas station, because we have the car and then the gas pump. This view right here is just so good. I am, like I always say, so in awe of these creators that can make structured islands or realistic cities, because it is seriously so difficult. And look at this. This whole construction area is so genius. I love all of the items that they're using together here, and it just feels like it belongs here on this island and in this city. We're gonna come up this way. There's this other little, like, I guess city western area over here, and if we come up over here, there's a sign for the island that says Saturday, and then we have a more street code coming through here, so this may be a more built up part of the city, and then again another area with some construction over here. But look at how cool this is. They have another water code here. So they made this kind of fake dock, which looks so cool. We have some fish, and I guess not fish. We have ducks in the water. And then look at all this detail. Even that code right there, I just want to zoom into it. Underneath the vaulting pole with the water ripples, that is so cool. I have never seen that code before, and it's just such a good one. I really like that. I'm gonna have to try to find that one and put it in the description if I find it, because that is a great code if you're going to use this water code in particular. And then as we come up here, more boats in this area. The other fun thing about not waterscaping in an area like this and using a water code instead is that you can actually walk around it and put lots of items on it, which is always really fun. But this area just kind of continues over here, but it's blocked off. So if you want to get to the front area, we're gonna have to find another way. I'm sure as we go around the island, we will figure out how to access that. So let's continue over to the right here. I saw this little farm and I thought it was so cute, and it works really nicely right near this water and this dock. And if we come over here, this bridge just connecting these two different areas and these two different aesthetics. We have this more farmy area, and then this is still the dirt code, but we have more of a like street vibe coming through here. I really like that, and I also like that we can see that bridge in the background as well. I do want to go over this bridge here. I saw all these wheat fields and I was automatically drawn to this. So this is actually where the secret beach is, and this is just a very charming little secret beach, a little dock area. Looks like maybe that's where they get some shipments. And then as we come through here, I saw this huge wheat fields that I was really excited to run through. There's a tractor over here, and then this actually leads to the campsite. This is such a great design for a campsite, and I love that they added the campsite into this more natural area of the island. This just fits in so well, and it just, I don't know, I really like this. I love the little shed, and I just think anytime I see a full wheat field area, I think it's already a 10 out of 10. Also, the waterscaping around here is really nice. I love that they're really making it a priority to have some natural terraforming and waterscaping throughout here. So let's see, we're gonna come up this way because I noticed this little neighborhood over here. And I love how you can actually see that bridge in the background when you have the camera panned up. That's really cute. This looks like another like city area of the island. So some more of these villager houses. Again, so much detail on all of these different levels on the island. So much dimension as well. And I really like the layout of these houses. It makes it really fun to walk around and just explore some of these little villager yards here also. So So we come up this way, there's actually some little areas to kind of sit, vending machines, lots of just cute things and filler items for some of these just walkways. When you're doing city islands, I think you have to try to just get creative with filling up all of these alleyways. I know it's really difficult to find enough items and different items to keep your island interesting, but this one is such a great example of having a cohesive look and feel, but also playing around with different items and making each area really feel special and unique. As we come down here, this is where Nook's Cranny is. Super, super cute. I love that there's this little like ice cream in front of Nook's Crannies also. And again, just the amount of clutter on this island is so insanely good. I really can't even imagine how tricky it was to work on something like this, or when your island is lagging and you have a million items. It just takes so much dedication and patience, which I honestly don't have. I don't have the patience anymore with this game. I just want to spawn all my items and I just want everything to go exactly where I'm imagining that it will go. But unfortunately, we have to do some work to make things in this game. So as we come up here, we have this more natural area, and I'm loving the greenery coming through and this more natural dirt pathing. I see that we have just this tons and tons of greenery throughout here with the trees, as well as, I don't know, just this pathing in general gives me a very like forest core, cottage core vibe, which is just such a nice change from the other areas of the island. And it somehow like works really well. It transitions really nicely into this kind of aesthetic. So for anyone that likes to do multi-themes or lots of different aesthetics, you don't know which one to pick, I love finding islands like this to just show you all that you can make multiple themes, multiple aesthetics work on your island, and it will still look amazing. We have a villager house over here in this little foresty area. And I also love how on the beach over there, they've really filled that up with those gazebos and some of those storefronts to make the island still feel so full instead of just having the flat beach over to the right, which is just such a good idea. I never think to decorate my beaches and keep it filled up over on that side as well. So you learn something new every day, I guess. Okay, so we can actually come through this way. I saw this waterscaping and I was like obviously drawn to this. This is such a cool layout that we have over here. I love that this island obviously is such a built up city, but there's still so much cool terraforming throughout. And I wonder if they plan this island out like in advance before starting it, because it just feels too good to have done this just by winging it. I don't know about you guys, but I always just wing it when I'm designing. I never really have a plan in mind. But some of these islands that I tour, I just feel like people had to have planned out their island in advance or drawn something, or at least had some sort of starting point, because these are just so, I don't know, I think with city islands, it's like very mathematical. I guess that's what I'm getting at, is that I don't think that I could just like start a city island and not have like a sketch or a blueprint to work off of. So I think we saw that side of the island already. Let's loop back around because I know that there's some stuff towards the back right that I still wanted to check out. So we're going to continue going across this pathway back here. Lots of great detail, and I just want to pan the camera around because wasn't sure if there's some terraforming over there. Yeah, so we have lots of beautiful water in the distance as well, which looks really good. And then as we come and follow this pathway over here, I just love this kind of look here. We're even getting some tropical vibes with all of those palm trees on the beach. So this island really has inspiration for absolutely everything. Okay, this is the coolest design I've ever seen. What is this? Okay, so they're using that amazing water coat again. That's kind of coming out of that like cliff design or that dirt design. We have some more ducks over here, and I just love the way that they laid out this water. It looks like a little stream coming through here, and then the cliffs on each side with the termite mounds as well as the cacti and the wheat fields. It just really gives this area such a realistic and immersive feel, which of course I just love. And this actually leads you right to the back of the island. That looks great. I really love this little area of the island so much. I'm gonna come back up this way and wrap around. I think that there might be some areas up at the front that we haven't really got to yet. I know, like I said, it's a little tricky to get around this island, so I'm trying to just follow what seems accessible and what isn't. But if you guys visit, you may find more areas that I may have missed, because I wouldn't be surprised if I missed a thing or two on this island. There's so much to see. So with that being said, I do really recommend, if you like this island, to come visit it, see what else you may find. I think that the creator even said that they hid like a few of the Mario like stars throughout the island, and you're supposed to find some of them. I think that that's like level 2 for me. So maybe next time I visit, I will try to find some of those, but that seemed like a lot to find the stars while I was actually touring. So okay, wait, we were already in this area here, so I guess we did see this section of the island. I think what we'll do is we will loop around. So there is a lot of lag on this island, which I think we all would have guessed, because there's so many items, so much clutter, but it's honestly worth it to visit, because I mean, it's amazing. It's so good to see an island like this, and it's so different from what I usually tour. So I love to just see so many different types of islands in this game, and this is definitely something that I feel like I haven't really seen before. So this is that front area of the dock that we saw before. So this is how you can view it. It's right behind resident services, and we have this really cute little seating area. It really just, like I said a few times, I like that contrast from the more industrial city to some of these more natural areas, whether it's the lake areas or the more of the like country western sides of the island. So let's see, did we come over? Yes, we already saw the left side of the island as well. So I think that we actually have seen everything on this island. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see next, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!